Let's go that way.
Okay.
You know, if I know I probably messed up. And
It's on, Milo. I did it as soon as you said it.
All right, great, awesome. Thanks, thanks, Marty. All right, everyone. We are going to be live here in a few minutes. Let me see. Okay. So, Julie, like I said, Julie will not be here tonight with us. She's very sick. We ask that all of you pray for her, you know, and her girls, you know, so that she gets better. But we're still gonna roll with the Julie and Milo show. And like I said, we have a special guest today, Mr. Jeffrey Morlock. So let's go right now, and we're gonna get it started. Here we go. Y'all ready? Julie and Milo show is here today. You don't want to miss a single word they say. Bringing you founders from a near and far. Listen as they tell you now just who they are. Listen to their stories and how they tell. In just 3 minutes how they're doing well. Telling us what it's all about today. And how they're loving that old passive way on passive. It's a here today on passive. There's just no better way. Listen to the Julie and the Milo shows, and you can be the very person know on passive. It's a here today. Julie and Milo show is coming your way Wednesday night on passive. Ow! And usually I say, Julie, 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 take it away. But Julie's not here today. And how come am I not showing up? Oh, there's why. Can you see me now? No, you cannot see me now.
Not yet. We can't see you.
Let me look at what's going on here.
Huh.
I don't know.
Hello, everybody. Woohoo! Everybody's
Hey,
quiet and
Hi,
shocked.
Sherry
All right.
Desiree. How are you?
Thank you, Lynn, for bringing me in.
Sure.
Sure. Funny.
Boy, I don't
Hello,
know.
Jeffrey.
I don't know why that's not
Hello, Marcian. Hey, Benny.
showing up.
I know why, Marlon. Julie's not here.
We have a problem having the link.
That's
Somebody
exactly
share the
what it
link in
is,
the back
man. I
office.
can't do it without Julie. Man.
So you may have to exit and re-enter, but you're the host. So you might want to pass the host to me and then exit and come back in again, and then I'll make you host.
Marty stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me do that, and let me try that, because I like to be seen, believe it or not. So I'm gonna make you the host. I will be right back, y'all. Lynn, you take over, or Jeffrey, you talk for a minute, and I will be right back.
I'm going to give Jeffrey the floor. Jeffrey, are you there? Go for it, Jeffrey.
Yeah, we can do this.
Okay, then stop.
While we're waiting for Milo to come back. Good evening, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful on-passive day. I know that I am. I know that I'm still riding high and loving life after listening to the three amigos there with Mr. Mufara this afternoon, and June 22nd, baby, that's the day. So I'm excited about that, and I'm excited about a lot of the phases that we're going to be going into on multiple events and multiple platforms over the next 5-6 weeks. Actually, it's going to start even sooner than that. So Lynn, I'm not really sure what we want to talk about right now while we're waiting on Milo to come back in here. But today's event was certainly something special.
Certainly.
I am back. I'm back.
Oh, good.
I don't know
Yes.
where I'm at, but I'm back. Do you see me?
Okay.
I must
me
be in
make-
the attendees list.
Okay, I'm gonna bring you over. No, you're not in attendees.
I'm not. Well,
Maybe I think
see
you're
you.
on the panel. Let me look for you.
I
This
see
is
you.
on passive,
I don't see me.
Oh,
Just
where
sits on
are
passive.
you?
Oh, I
You guys-
forgot to change it to,
Oh.
am I on passive?
Yes, you're on passive.
Oh,
Right.
boy. Yeah, that's me. Okay, I don't know what is wrong with my camera, but it is not working. So you guys are gonna get lucky tonight. You don't even have to look at me. Man, all my stuff, I dressed up and
Okay.
everything for this.
Oh, darn it. Can you make me co-host right now? I'm not co-host.
I will do that right now, and I will also make Jeffrey a co-host. And that way we are ready to roll.
And I think please make Marty co-host.
Okay, is Marty on here? Okay.
Yes, he is. Uh-huh.
All
Hey,
right.
Milo, do you have your camera in the background on somewhere?
Yeah, my camera's on. It should be on.
No, I mean
Oh, wait a minute.
the app.
It's
There you
using-
go.
Wait,
We
Oh,
see
it's
there you go.
There you
I-
are, Mark.
using,
Milo,
the,
you're there.
it's using the wrong camera. Let me,
Oh, thank
this is
God.
my-
I'm glad you're back with us.
anyway, we'll use this camera, but,
All is well.
good. All right, now
You'll
let
need-
me see. What else am I
you need-
supposed to do? Make Marty
Uh,
co-host.
yeah, make Marty co-host. I think
Marty.
would be
would-
great.
Man, look at, we just fall apart when Julie's not here with us. All right, there we go. We got Marty as a co-host. Look at that. And this thing usually runs so smooth, so smooth.
All
All
is well, Milo. Everything is well now.
There you go. Now we're all set and we're ready to go. Man, it's so good to have all of you on the show tonight. Remember, if you weren't here, we would not have a show. You know, it would just be me. Julie wouldn't even be here tonight. So we are also thankful that you came and you come every time. And wow, what a great day today. I mean, I don't know how, I'm sure all of you was on the live 360. If you was not, please go there and watch it. We're not going to go over that all today because there's just too many things to talk about. And we want to move to the next phase, which is we want to start learning about the product. What is the product that we're selling? So let me go back to what happened today. Today was announced that June 22nd at 12 p.m. midnight PST, Pacific Standard Time, there will be no more founders, no more, no matter how much you want to pay, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So you have exactly, I think it's 3 weeks, almost exactly, that you have to bring in people. If you've got people that you want to bring in, or there's no better time than these 3 weeks to build momentum. Remember, this is what the Founders is all about, getting that extra chance to get that early start, because all of us that get that early start and do something with it, what you do in the next 3 weeks is probably going to take you, if you did it later, it's probably going to take you 6 months to achieve that same thing. I think. What do you think, Jeffrey?
Yeah, absolutely. Man, I'm right there with you. If we don't get a wiggle on in the next 3 weeks and bring those folks that are sitting on the fence, so to speak, bring those in, get them in, make them to understand that this really is an opportunity of a lifetime. You hate to think of it in a selfish kind of a way, but I know that I do sometimes, that if we can't pull those in, then, it's going to be a little tougher down the road to help them out. And it's going to kind of retard our growth right off the bat as well, simply because if we can pull more in, obviously the more founders we have in our network, the bigger and the greater the success is going to be, and it's going to be a lot faster as well. So the information's out there, everybody. I'm telling you what, you have got some crews put together that are doing webinars that'll feed just about anything to you that you need. So get on board and get with it and get unstuck.
Absolutely. And that's the key. I think consistency is the key. Telling people, whoever you want to bring in, make sure you tell them, because you do not want them coming back later. And I've said that many times. You don't want your friend coming to you or sending you a note and say, hey man, I want to invite you to this new thing I got on Passive, because I can tell you what that feeling feels like. I had it happen to me and I was not happy. My heart sunk and I said, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I didn't tell him, and I went back through my emails. I went back through my texts and everything, and you know what? I didn't. I had forgot to tell him, and now he's on. But that's okay because on passive is on passive, and the thing about it is we're one team. It is a team. And so all I say is, if you're on the fence, man, get in because now's the time, and you can't lose. You just can't lose. So we went through that today, and so that's not all of it. Please go back. There's way too much to discuss. But go back to the 365 or 360 live today. View it, watch it 1, 2, 3 times, whatever it takes to understand what was brought to us today. I can't wait now. We're on to June 22nd. I can't wait for June 22nd, man. That's a goal in mind now that I can't wait till we get there and see what changes are going to make at that point. I have a good idea of things that are probably going to fall in place, but until we hear that, and we get exact dates, man, we just keep working. What we do know is all of us are going to win if you're in. All right, so now let me explain the format that we're going to do tonight. We're going to do, you guys remember last week, we're going to do exactly the same way. What we're going to do, there's a lot less people in, so you get a lot better chance. I'm going to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And when I hit go, you just, see, I had something pop up on my screen here. As soon as I hit say go, whoever's hand is up first, they get to bring up the topic. You don't get a head start there, Marcian. So your hands don't count till I say go. If you jump the gun, then I just start all over again. But when I say go, whoever's hand is first up, they're going to get to pick the topic that we talk about, the product. What product do you want to talk about? Now, we've already talked about 3 products, so we don't want to go back to those. We don't want to go to O Tracker. We don't want to go to O Connect or O Academy. Those are off the board. So we're going to go to 3 other ones. So are you guys ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. All right, Mr. Let's see, who's Mr. Ken Pringle. Looks like he's the one that won the gun, beat the gun. All right, Ken, tell us what product you like, why you like it, and take about 3 minutes to explain it, what you think about it.
Well, I like Oh Bless, and I like it because of the fact it is going to have so many ways to help so many people. The people here alone have so many different ideas. We're all putting them together through ONPASSIVE. And I think it's just the best product of all. They're all great, but that's my favorite. Thank you.
All right, Ken, I was surprised that one didn't come up last week because I'm sure there was a lot of people tried to hit that button, but they just didn't get there first. But Oh Bless is one of the more popular products that we have. And you talk about it will help everybody. That is so true, and it's, if you can only, one thing I thought of last week when, because we don't want to go into integrating and all that with different products, but if you can imagine, Oh Bless, if we would have had it, say, last week when there was a shooting in Texas, can you imagine that if we as a company, ONPASSIVE, Oh Bless, sat there and we all gave $1, or if we gave $10, probably we could maybe average $10 that we would give to the families, to people that were affected by it. Can you imagine handing a check over to them for $1.3 million, or if it was $10, that would be $100 million and 3, right? And yeah, $100 million and 3. It's going to change lives. It's going to change the world. And I believe that myself personally. Oh man, I should have started the clock. Myself personally, I believe that, you know, Oblast is going to be a thing where you put on, say if a person has a house burned down or a person needs something, you know, that you'll be able to help them out, you know, that it's going to be something for the masses that we all get behind and we send to them. And we're going to make a difference in the world. ONPASSIVE is going to make a difference in the world. That is the thing that's closest and dearest to my heart, you know, at this point is I'm not worried about me because I know I'm already taken care of and I don't need a lot of materialistic things. But what I do love about it is that I'm going to be able to help all these people around the world. And, you know, if someone puts a cause together, now there again, you know, there's going to be some vetting or whatever that, you know, if you send something in and say this is, it should match up, you know, I'm sure they're going to have someone match that up to make sure before they put it on. But once it's there, man, you know, we can all donate to it. And it's going to make such a big difference in all of our lives, you know. I honestly can't wait. And I know all of us here, the majority of us, our hearts are full and we want to do that, you know. So, all right, Mr. Jeffrey Morlock, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Oh, wow. Man, oh man, oh man. What a charged pillar product that is to open the show up with. I don't think there could be a better one, to be honest with you. I mean, I absolutely love and I talk about Oblast quite a bit. As a matter of fact, I love what Mr. Mufara says about it. It's the first charitable platform that gets it right, right? I mean, there's no fees, even if it costs some money from the company, right? For whatever fees, no fees. There's no money. There's not one red cent going to ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE is going to be running it, and they will be administering the program at cost to them, which is unheard of. I don't know of anybody else that is doing that. I doubt very seriously anybody is. It's going to be 100% transfer dollar for dollar for the cause that's being represented. I'll get it right. Being represented by whatever account Oblast is open for. A lot of us don't know how big the crowdfunding business is. And again, you know, Mr. Mufara said today, he had it right. I mean, it's like a $35 billion business, and they've turned it into a business. And it kind of made me, well, I won't get too political, but long story short is you've got CEOs and higher up folks in these organizations that are crowdfunding organizations that make hundreds of thousands, if not, you know, $1 million a year off the backs of these suffering people, these people that have already gone through challenges, right? And now they're being helped, and a percentage as high as, I think Marty and them were talking a while back and said it could be anywhere from 10 to 15 up to 20, 22, 25% of the funding, depending on who it is and where it's going, just taken away. You know, it's like, wow, that is absolutely crazy. With the 360 today, I tell you what, Marty opened this one up, and this is an absolute blessing for us. And he said, now check this out, because there's no company on the planet that's doing this. There's no company on the planet that would do this in the way that it's being done. But this particular feature that we've now got, because we know that there was a demo run yesterday, right, with Mr. Mufara. It's on track. It's people is, you know, they're loving Oblast. It's got an incredible feature on it, though, that, you know, we're probably all going to fall in love with. And what we do is, if we have something happen in our lives, you know, hurricanes, tornadoes, catastrophic weather, events that happen in our families that are emergencies, you know, anything that you'd want to open an Oblast account for, right? Those sorts of things. That's when you want to do that. That's when you'll be able to go to OConnect, right? And once you are in OConnect, you will actually do what's called a flash video. The program allows you to make a create button or a call to action button, I'm sorry. And then you can actually, through OConnect and through that video, take donations into Obless. And I just thought that that was absolutely, I mean, wow. Talk about marrying technologies, talking about integrations, and talking about having cutting edge stuff. I mean, man, Mr. Bofar has come through this one again. So, and again, he's not taking one dime, right? But nobody else does this. And that means every cent goes to the, or through the Obless account for whatever cause. And that's how we're lifting humanity. And that's, to me, that's what Obless is all about. Thank you.
Absolutely, Jeffrey. I've heard, and because I actually went in and studied a lot of these different foundations, and it's amazing how very little of the money goes to where it's supposed to. Now, GoFundMe, from what I understand, it's anywhere from 17 to 30%. So if you give $100, they get 70, maybe they get 87. But believe me, that's one of the better ones. Some of the other ones are just, if you look them up, I mean, you wouldn't be given to them because it's mostly all going for administration. And it's really a shame that happens. But, you know, they're out there pumping that they want the money, and then it's not going where it wants. So, all right. Thank you, Jeffrey, for coming on. And now we go to whoever else wants to talk. And it looks like we got Marcianne to come on down and talk to us about Obless. Tell us what you think of it.
Oh, thank you, Milo. Actually, I just wanted to ask if a leader can post the link, Julie and Milo link at the back office. A lot of people doesn't know that we have a show. The link is nowhere to be seen. And please, if one of the leader can post the link at the back office, it's going to be helpful. We don't have the link. I have to go through a hard time myself to have it.
So yeah, Marcy, thank you. I just formulated the webinar link and the verbiage, and I'm gonna just right now start posting on social media. So you'll see people coming in very shortly. I'm gonna post away right now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marcianne. Did you want to say something about Obless?
Yeah.
You have the floor for 3 minutes, remember?
Yeah, I mean, everything have been said about Obless today, and we are just waiting for the famous Obless to come so we can exercise our right of giving and our things that we always do. So I'm looking forward to it and keep doing what I've been doing the perfect way and in the better way to be done. It's Obless. We are very excited. I'm been dancing because that's my favorite, dancing.
All right.
Thank you, Milo.
Great. All right. Thank you, Marcianne. All right. And next up, who do we have? We have Gladys. Come on down, Gladys.
Thank you so much, Milo. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for having me. I love Obless, but today I'm going to talk about something different. Another product that I really love is OChat, because OChat will help us by making sure that all the customers who come to our back office to purchase our products, they receive the best service seamlessly and quickly. OChat is able to hold a mature conversation reasonable with the customers, and it's enthused with AI, which means it knows when to escalate the issues. If the situation is complex, it's able to escalate it to be attended to by human beings. So because it's automated, it's going to cut down the number of people who are going to be serving customers so that they can focus on doing other productive issues, doing the work of doing other tasks than attending to customers. So I'm so excited because while we sleep, OChat will be working for us. So that's why I love OChat. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, I kind of let that one slide. We're talking actually about Obless right now. So all we want to talk about is Obless. until
Okay.
you get the point. But thank you. I was busy with some other things, and I just let you go on. But anyway, we'll come back to old chat at another time, and we'll bring up that.
Okay.
So good. All right, Miss Dr. Benny, do you have something on Oblast?
You bet.
All right, come on down.
All right. Thank you, Brother Milo, for giving me this opportunity. Good evening to my brothers and sisters on this amazing webinar in different parts of the globe. Actually, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. There are different people in different parts of the globe. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. When it comes to Oblast, I noticed that Oblast is just like GoFundMe in United States. Oblast is a crowdfunding tool or application that gives a transparency, trust, and ties that are necessary now to make a global giving both like hyperlocal and instantaneous impactful. So what I know about this Oblast is that a lot of us, hopefully, those who join ONPASSIVE, they will be able to help. We have homelessness. There are people out there who are in need. And then we have underprivileged children as well. We have orphans, we have widowers. So hopefully, remember that we have almost 1.4 million individuals, or should I say founders. Hopefully, if we all need people or we need help, just $1 each will be able to help those who are in need. So I know, and I always say, count me in, because our CEO, Mr. Ash, decided to give us this opportunity, and I'm willing to do whatever to help those who are in need. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Benny. Thank you, Dr. Benny. Yes, Oblast is going to be one of all of our, I think, staples. It's going to be something that's easy to use. I don't see any more hands up, but I just want to talk just a little bit more about Oblast, and then maybe bounce a couple things off of Jeffrey there. But Jeffrey, you hit on a good point about, how much gets taken out, and, this is going to change the world. And when we start talking about changing or the correction to the corruption, this is what we're talking about, because now all of a sudden you're going to have to be vetted in it and make sure that it is a right fund, that I believe that there will be a process that you go through. You send it in and you send the story, and I know there's some stories out there that are so touching, and especially if we see them from around the world, maybe villages that maybe need water, or children that need food, or shoes, or whatever. I believe that with the vetting, that's going to make a huge difference in it. What do you think, Jeffrey? You're muted. Schoolboy mistake. You can leave yours on, Jeffrey.
There we go. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
You're absolutely right. But, we're missing a little bit of this, in that with Oblast, it's not just about the crowdfunding and pulling money in and making people's lives better. I mean, you can literally, this is a very powerful program. It's not just another crowdfunding program. It has features or feature abilities in the program itself, where you can pull all sorts of benefactors into the program, and you can make campaigns, and you can monitor and run campaigns. You can do spreadsheets. You can do all sorts of stuff inside this thing while you're running the entire Oblast platform that you've got, with multiple campaigns going. So this isn't just, oh, I want to do this one thing. This thing opens you up. I mean, it handles different currencies. It does different regions. it does so much more than what we're even talking about here, that it would be a good thing for you to jump on onpassive.com, run down there and click over, let it go to the right, click on Oh Bless, and really check it out. Because I'm telling you, this is a powerful program. It's not just something that we can collect money and give money to somebody else, but it's a great big fully functional platform by itself that will allow you to run multiple accounts, multiple campaigns. And I mean, you can do research through it. You can do all sorts of stuff through it. So, man, there's a lot to it.
Absolutely. Great points. Great points. Thank you so much. Lynn, how about you? Do you got anything to say about Oh Bless before we move on? I want to thank Jeffrey and Lynn right now for jumping in and helping out so much, and Marty for starting the live stream and always being in the background. You know, he might not be feeling that well tonight. We all need to say prayers for our leaders because, you know, it's some of the sickness going around is tough. All right, Lynn, go ahead.
Yes, well, I think that Oh Bless provides a platform for reaching out to the world, you know. So, you know, in the past, the privileged are the privileged people, right? It's just the way it's always been for eternity. The haves are the haves and the have-nots are the have-nots. But I believe that with Oh Bless, this really changes things. It's really going to equalize the world. I truly believe that. Those who have been suffering and doing without and having such a struggle to meet their basic needs, I think we're going to be able to help that huge segment of the world. It's hundreds of millions of people in this world are suffering today without the basics that they need, you know? And with this platform, Oh Bless, it really is going to make a huge impact on this world. You know, we say ONPASSIVE is more than just a business. ONPASSIVE is a global movement. And Oh Bless is just one conduit through which we, the founders, and Ashma Farah and this company is going to make a big impact, a very, very positive impact. And I think we're going to be very excited to be the witnesses of this and be the doers and the movers that are part of it. We're not just observing it, we're part of it. And that's why I'm really, really excited for all of us, for ONPASSIVE, for Ashma Farah, and for the world. Thank you.
Absolutely. That's a great, great thing. Yeah. What some products we do have. So, Oh Bless. Okay, Mr. Dave Angelic, come on down and tell us about Oh Bless. Whoops. You hit the hand wrong, Dave? Dave, did you want to speak? Dave Angelic?
Yeah, sorry, rookie mistake.
Okay, no problem.
I'm taking it up to Jeffrey. He's my hero.
There you go. Tell us what you think of Oh Bless, how it's going to affect you, what you're going to do with it.
Well, you know, Oh Bless is a gift from God and from Ash and the Mafara family. And my thought is, how many people can we reach if each one of the founders does a campaign of some sort? Like, that is just going to cover the globe like you wouldn't believe, with all the different people that we have from all around the world. And yeah, absolutely. I've got my couple of causes locally here that I want to help, and you know, that's going to be a start. And then if each one of us do that, boy oh boy, we can make a splash around the world.
Absolutely, I believe that. And like I said, if it's some national event like what happened in Texas, what a great place to start. You know, if you could do something like that, it would affect so many people. And I mean, so many people are drawn to it because of the seriousness of it. All right, looks like we got Miss Gladys coming down to talk to us about Oh Bless.
Yes, Milo, I apologize. Initially, I came in a little bit late, so I missed the topic. But about O Plus, truly, it's going to bring the givers and the recipients together. And the way our CEO started this business, this really shows who he is. That vision that he has to be able to reach the unreachable, to reach the most remote areas, to give people a chance, not only give the recipients, people who are going to receive the help, a chance, but to give us founders a chance to be able to accomplish the dreams that we have had for years, that we've been doing at a very minor scale, but now we'll be able to do at a larger scale. It will bring out together founders as a movement, because we can see it already. And many people, their founders actually, who have even said that they have been transformed by being in ONPASSIVE. A few weeks ago, a founder wrote to me and said that she has developed a different perception of people's needs. She has become more sensitive because of O Bless. So this is really a platform that is going to bring together the givers and the recipients, and to bring the vision of our CEO to completion. And I'm very, very happy about it, because I know many lives will be changed. Thank you.
Absolutely. Great point. And it is for the masses, and it will change lives. So a wonderful product that we have, O Bless, I think, like I said, it's probably one of the more popular ones. It's going to be easy to use. It's going to be campaigns. It's going to get to the heart. It's what we're about, humanity. All right, looks like we are done with the hands for O Bless. So we are going to move on to the next product. So here we go. Gladys, you got your hand ready to smash that button? Because here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh man. Trevor Peters, come on down and talk to us.
Hey guys, welcome to the future. Such an awesome place to be in. Hey, I had a quick question about O Bless. Sorry, I'm driving right now, but I can push the unmute and mute button at least. Will we be able to run traffic through it to be able to get more eyes on it once we go public? Quick question about that. That's all I had.
Well, I think, yeah, all eyes will be on it because it's AI, so that's going to bring people to it, I believe. Jeffrey, I see you nodding your head.
Yeah. Oh, I need to. Oh, I thought I was muted. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Yeah, absolutely. The great thing about the O Bless is you can run campaigns through it, right? You can get access to all sorts of reports, dashboard that operates it. Man, I mean, you can create videos and upload it. So yeah, you're gonna have people looking at this, and you're creating campaigns for the express purpose of getting funding for the whatever cause. So yeah, you're gonna be running you want email, you want traffic going through this and checking out everything you do, because you're going to be able to create, profile pages for causes. You're going to be able to profile and spotlight your major backers and donors. And it's a powerful program. But the short answer to your question, Trevor, is yeah.
Yeah, and that's so true, Jeff. When you talk about right now, 1.3 million people are going to have access to it. They will, be able to see it. And I mean, it's going to run by all of us, because we're all in ONPASSIVE. And if 1.3 million of us take those videos, share that out to the world, how many more are we going to have? That's going to bring more into ONPASSIVE and O Bless, and it's going to create this snowball effect that all of a sudden now people's going to realize that, O Bless is the thing. It's not anymore GoFundMe or anything like that. All of those people will be coming over to O Bless when they see that the administrators aren't taking a lot of the money, and that everything is going to the people. Where would you want to put yours? If you're going to do a GoFundMe account, no, you would go do an Old Bless account because, you know, you're getting it all there. All right. Thanks for your question there, Trevor. It was just under the gun. I thought we were actually moving on, but all right. Does anyone else have any questions or comments on Old Bless? Raise your hand now, or 1, 2, 3, we're gone. All right, let's go to the next product. Man, I hope someone raises their hand. Gladys, it'd be good for you to raise your hand and get that question in or that product you wanted to talk about. Here we go. Not yet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And it looks like Patricia won she jumped the gun. Good job, Patricia, you win. Tell us what's your product that you want to talk about.
I would like to know more about OChat, so I figured if she didn't get it, I could, and then she could tell me about it.
Oh, there you go.
Thanks, Gladys.
All right, so what I know about OChat, let me tell you what I know about OChat, and I think I know. I think OChat is going to be a product, like she was saying, that has a chat box, basically. So regardless if it comes up, if someone says something to you at 3 o'clock in the morning, it doesn't matter. It's going to pop up and say, Patricia, parent says, you know, someone asked you a question. Well, it has all of those in the queue, and it will take those out and it will answer that question for you. Now it might move to another question. What else do you want to know? And so then it will go to that question, and it will go till it can't go anymore till it doesn't know the answer. At that point, it says, you know, probably, hey, I'm going to have to get back with you. I'll get back with you tomorrow. So at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, or if you're me, wake up at 11 o'clock in the morning, you know, then you get to sit there and you get to tell it, what is the answer? You know, you might have to do research yourself. But the cool thing about this is it learns. And so once it's in the queue, once it's in there, whenever that question comes up again, it gets answered. And so if you can imagine, if it's multiple products or a product, especially of ONPASSIVE, you know, all of the answers are going to be there that will be answered for you, you know, and stuff. That's a cool part of it, you know, and the OChat, of course, you can, I believe you can connect right to other people. I think it's similar to direct messenger. I shouldn't say similar because it's much better than that. There's a lot of other things, but Jeffrey, tell us what you know about OChat.
I love the idea that it's emotionally, what Mr. Mufara calls emotionally intelligent. It has it's AI driven. Okay, so we know that we're talking to it's not a person, but it has conversational maturity, and it can follow a train of thought, so to speak, so that it can keep track of conversations and where the conversations go. It has what is also called autonomous reasoning. So it can make decisions for itself based on what's going on, and it uses a lot of different things on the screen, especially what's being done in the actual chat box itself. As an AI-based chat bot, right? Because we do machine learning, machine language, machine learning AI, which is what that does. It is an AI that understands and can respond to natural language, which is speech, right? And stuff like that in real time. So it's really, really cool because you don't have to be there. And I know that sounds a little strange, but that's where we're going. So, I mean, you can have this thing talking to your customers. It can improve their experiences. It can help you with marketing. It can do all sorts of stuff, you know, I mean, across brands or in brand, it doesn't really matter because it's whatever direction you point it in and wherever you put it to, it can do it without the supervision of a human interaction kind of a thing. So you gotta love it. I love it.
Me too, Jeffrey. It's almost like, honestly, it's almost like cloning yourself, you know. So now if you've got a Amazon website type thing, not but you know what I'm saying, e-commerce or whatever, a website that's got all these different products on it, this will answer all the questions all through the day. And you only have to answer the ones that it doesn't know. So, right?
Yeah, you know, the neat thing about it though is these are genuine conversations. I mean, these aren't like
They
you're
don't
talking
know.
to a robot.
Right. Because of the speech and stuff, they carry on a conversation right with you. And guess what? They remember what they told them. They know the conversation,
Better
right?
than we do, yeah.
Yeah, so they can say, hey, you know, I said, you know, this is what it was, you know, and they're going to say it over and over till the person gets it. It's so, honestly, it's a remarkable, just like anything with ONPASSIVE, it's something that's never been done before.
And do you know something else that's kind of key to this? It should give you a little peace and make you feel good. Not only is this thing emotionally intelligent, but it actually analyzes the conversation, and it can take a look at a customer's urgency. And if it deems it necessary, it will actually escalate the conversation, and it will bring in a human component. And that's crazy.
That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. Yeah, love it, love it. All right, let's move on to Gladys. Come on down and tell us. You already told us a lot, but tell us what else you got on your mind.
I just want to add to what Jeffrey said, that OChat is able to replicate itself. Think if you go to buy something or you come to me and two people want to buy something at the same time, I will tell them, let me attend to this one and then I will attend to you. But the OChat, several people could be buying something online, different things from different parts of the world, but it's able to respond to them at the same time. It doesn't, you know, it will not tell you, let me attend to one, then attend to you. But it's able, the time speed that it moves at is fast, and that saves time, serves more customers. That's all I wanted to say. And also to remind you that Nancy Yangavi had her own hand on from PNG for a while, and she put it down on the attendees list. So I don't know if she still wants to speak.
Who did? I didn't see a hand. If she's on the attendees list, she'll have to come into the panelists and then raise her hand.
Okay, that's
so,
it.
Yeah, did you see her hand up, Lynn? Who was it?
Nancy Yangavi from PNG. I just asked her to come over. She might come over. Oh, she's declining. So maybe she's not able to be on the panel at this time.
Okay.
But she may come in later.
All right, sounds good. Nancy, did you want to talk? Not on the panel? We'd love
let me click on the allow to talk button. Okay. Nancy, you can go ahead and speak if you like as an attendee. Let's see.
No.
I think she got booted out of Zoom. I don't see her right now. Oh, no, there she is. Oh, talking is permitted. Go ahead, Nancy, go ahead and speak.
We're talking on OChat there, Nancy.
I've asked her to unmute, but she's not unmuting. Maybe she'll come back later and speak to us.
Yeah, she might come back later. Gladys, that was an awesome point. I never even, I guess I didn't think of it that way, but you nailed it right on the head, man. If you got 50 people, how in the world are you going to talk to them all at once? But like I had said, hey, this thing almost clones you, you know, so they can answer your question. So now you got 50 of you that is talking at the same time. You can get a whole lot more sales in doing it that way. All right. Thank you. All right. And Lynn, it looks like you got your hand up. Go ahead, Lynn Nakamoto.
Thank you. Well, what I want to say about the chatbot called Sona is that Sona gets smarter and smarter over time. And the fact that she can duplicate herself, as Gladys mentioned, you know, eventually when this company starts to do heavy volume, where we're bringing in millions of new people per day, can you imagine if you had 1 million people who wanted to be serviced at the same time? Sona will be able to do that in a heartbeat. and no waiting time. And another advantage is when you have human beings servicing customers, what happens when someone quits, when someone gets sick, you lose that person's knowledge, you lose that person's skill, right? But with Sona, we don't have to worry about people quitting. Sona never quits. And guess what? Sona never rests. Does she need a lunch break or a bathroom break? No. She'll go 24 hours a day, full force. Does she get fatigued? No. Does she forget anything? No. Her memory is impeccable. And in addition to that, think about the savings in labor. When you talk about a company who doesn't use a chatbot like Sona, they have to hire a heck of a lot of people, right? Their staffing is huge, which means a lot of costs. And as Ash Mufara said to us before, HR, human resources, is the greatest expense in this company. So just think about the savings we're going to have just because we have Sona. And efficiency. Sona gets more and more efficient over time. So those are just some of the advantages of our chatbot. And also remember, it is a product. Not only are we going to use it, but companies are going to come to us when they see Sona en masse. You're going to see corporations coming to purchase Sona because it is so sophisticated and AI embedded. So it's going to be a huge product for ONPASSIVE. Thank you.
Hey, Lynn, you brought up a great point. It integrates the OChat. It actually integrates with customer resource management programs. I mean, it actually integrates. So you're right. They're going to want it and they're going to use it.
Absolutely. I think everyone will get it. And I've seen Dave Angelic chatted that, and she won't ask for a raise either. You know, but I got a little question. I want to make sure that I'm clear on this, Jeffrey or Lynn, maybe you can answer it. But when you have an old chat bot, it doesn't have to be Sona. It can pop up as Milo, Nashville Milo, right? And like I'm talking. It doesn't.
Got your own avatar.
Yeah, you can put whoever you want in there that's answering the questions, you know, and it can look like that, hey, it's me, not Sona, answering the question, you know. But I would still have that same ability. I'll be as smart as Sona, you know, because they learn. And you brought up another great point. Whenever you change people, I know I've been supervisors at a lot of places and stuff, and there's that time when that person leaves and they go to something else, or maybe you even promote them to a new job. Now you have to bring someone else in and you have to retrain them and teach them everything. This is all done for you. You don't have to retrain because guess what? They got all the knowledge, you know, they got it and it's stored, you know, and it's an incredible product, I believe.
And not only that, but you don't have to worry about her, Sona, the chatbot, getting up on the wrong side of the bed or having a bad day or coming in and kicking the trash can over or exploding on a customer because, you know, right, somebody left the cap off the toothpaste. Who knows?
Yep. It's so true. I mean, it's a well-rounded thing that's always just going to be like perfect, really, you know, and it'll get more perfect as you go because as it learns more and it does more, it'll be able to take care of more of your of the things for you. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, you know, will say, well, it's going to take away jobs and this and that. Come on, you know. Right. Well, the other thing is, if it takes away your job, join ONPASSIVE, right? You don't have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, someone's got to program them things. Someone works with them all the time. So but that's the way sometimes people think. I remember when the internet come out, oh man, that's going to take away jobs. That's going to, you know, there can be all kinds of bad things come from it and people can do this. Yeah, no kidding. But they can also, the flip side is 90% of it or 95% of it, most people will find a way to use for good to the 5% that don't. Whereas with ONPASSIVE, you know, I think that's going to even seek out some of those bad people and they won't be there. You know, that's part of the correction to corruption. All right.
Milo, I see that Nancy Yangavi is now unmuted. She may want to say something.
Okay.
Nancy.
Nancy, come on down. We're talking about
Lynn,
chat.
Hi,
hello?
Nancy. Hello, we can hear
Hey.
you.
Yeah, sorry, I have nothing to say. I did not raise my hands. I think it was a mistake. But anyhow, I'm so excited and so fired up. We are in it to win it. So thank you all for doing a great job. Keep it up. And please, everyone, have rest. Take rest. Take rest. Your body needs rest. So that we can, go to the finish together. Thank you, everyone. Love you all. Thank you, Lynn, and thank you, Milo.
All right. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you. Yes, we
Nice
do
to
have a-
hear from you. Lovely to have you. Thank you, Nancy.
Yeah, we do have a lot of people sick right now, and we've all been burning the midnight oil. And man, I know Marty and Julie are both sick right now, real bad. And when you work hard and you push yourself and you don't get the proper rest, because we're not a chat box, we're not Sona. We have to take care of our bodies and whatever. But I just ask us all, and even Ash Mafaro, man, let's all every night keep all of the ONPASSIVE family in your prayers, that we stay strong, because we have got 21 more days, and I know we're all pushing hard, and but we need to make sure that we stay healthy. All right. And next up, we got Miss Marcy Ann. Boo, come on down.
Thank you, Milo. Thank you, Julie. Even though she's not here, we know the show is Julie and Milo. We thank her.
Yeah.
What about Mrs. Ochat, our golden girl, Sonalisa? How beautiful she is, very sexy. She'll never get tired. The beauty of the golden girl, Sonalisa, is she's going to be listening from your emotion. Means what? When you come in and you start speaking to her, she can feel in your voice if you are in some kind of distress, and Sonalisa will be telling you it's okay. You don't have to worry. That's the beauty of it. You don't see it anywhere, but with Ochat only. And another beauty of it is that Ochat is our employee. That's actually the person that is working for us when we are asleep. Because when you go to sleep, what happened? Clients go down and they ask questions. Who is answering all these questions? Our golden girl, Sonalisa Ochat. So that's the beauty of it. That's the person that is putting every paycheck in our wallet. So we really have to thank Ochat for the job that he's going to be doing. And the good thing is he comes with AI, like we all said. With AI, you cannot beat it. You can't even try to get anything better like that, because the speed with Ochat is like 500 miles when the other people are trying to get there. Ochat is telling you, catch me if you can, because when you open your mouth, Ochat is already knowing the direction where you are going. And he tell you, don't worry, let me keep going and tell you where you are going. So we are really in a great position, and we will never thank Mr. Ash Mufara and the staff enough for this beauty, this great creation that we are all going in through. I mean, it's a revolution. It will take years upon years before any other company will ever even know how to start and get where we are. We really, really have to thank Ochat. Ochat, we just love you, the sexy girl, the beauty of it, the heart of the company. Thank you, Ochat.
All right. Thank you, Marcy. Yes.
Hey, Milo.
Yes.
She made a good point there that Ochat actually can discern the intent of the conversation. I mean, it's a smart bot.
Absolutely. I mean, it'll blow your mind. And I think once we use it, it's going to even expand more. It's going to kind of be like the GPS was, when the GPS first come out, it's like, well, what is this going to do for me? And now I drive Uber and Lyft, and if my GPS goes out, I am down, because I don't know how to I know where some of the roads are, but they put in, hey, go here. Well, I don't know where that is unless I hit the button on my phone and it says, take a right turn here at this place, 300 feet, turn left. And, and it's crazy, right? We get, it just does it for us. But
you should see me when I put my phone somewhere. I'm like, I'm going through PTs.
No, I had a point. There was a point a couple days that I had where my phone started connecting to Wi-Fi. And so when I would start a trip, I would be somewhere close to Wi-Fi and it would connect up to Xfinity. And I would get down the road and it would go away. And I'm like, oh no, you panic because you don't know, hey, where am I going? Do you ask the customer, do you know your way home or wherever we're going? Because I'm not sure which way to go, and I found out. So if any of you have problems with that, check your Wi-Fi button, because if you're traveling, and it's connecting up to Xfinity, I don't even know how they got where they connected up with me, because I sure didn't allow them, but some way they got on my system so that whenever I was out, man, it connected up. So I figured that out pretty quick. I turned the Wi-Fi off, and then, I was running on my phone. I had no more issues with it. So if you ever have an issue, that's my tip for the day. All right, let's see. That's all we've got for that. So Lynn, do you got any closing thoughts on chat?
I think it's a very powerful product. I do think it's going to be a big market cap for us, for our company. And I look forward to it because I know that Sona is going to be top notch. Ash Mufareh puts everything into every product we have, and he's way ahead of the curve as far as technology. So whatever we're using, it's the best. So I'm sure we're going to do very, very well with OChat. That's how I feel about it.
All right, thank you. And we got one more hand up. Mr. Dave Angelic, come on down.
One of the things that I remember hearing earlier, that in the beginning, if Sona gets stumped, then the system will go over to a live person to take over and help get that question or query answered right away. So, but down the road, like take a look a year down the road, and it'll be less and less that the humans will be involved with that at all.
That is correct, because once Sona learns it, or once the chatbot learns it, it's in there forever, and you don't have to worry about it. Knows where to go. It knows what to say, but that's a good point there, Dave. All right, Mr. Jeffrey Morlock, do you have any closing things on OBOT?
No, I agree 100% with Lynn. You look at some of these products that we've got, and from the outside looking in, you're thinking, chat, trim, tracker. Gee, what are these? These are billion-dollar products. That's what they are. And she is absolutely right when she says he has thrown everything but the kitchen sink in there, and he's way ahead of his time. These are 21st century going into the 22nd century products. And yeah, Lynn, you said it all. Thank you.
Absolutely. And Jeffrey, I think with us talking about this, just all of it, I've learned a lot today too, about, it will do that. It'll do this, and how will we market it? I realized that every company really needs this. I mean, this should be a thing that can get you in any door, So, I think knowledge is power. And when we learn the products and we get knowledge on the products of what it will do for, different people have different strategies. And when we set together in groups like this and mastermind together, I think it's a beautiful thing. All right. So that concludes Mr. Chatbox. So now let's move on, or not Chatbox, chat. I always think of Chatbox, but it's chat. All right. Let's move on to the next product. So remember, here's the deal. I'm going to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And if you hit the button, if you're the first to hit the button, you get to pick the topic that we're going to talk on, whatever product you want to talk about. You can explain what you think about the product first, and me and Jeffrey and Lynn will talk about it, and then we'll all of us will talk about it. So we'll bring up all those points. So, all right. So we've got some products left. Remember, you can't select OBless, you can't select OChat, you can't select O Academy, you can't select O Connect, and you can't select O Tracker. So 5 products we've already discussed. So we don't want to go over those. And remember, we all know that they're integrated. So we want to stay away from that as much as we can. We all know that they're all integrated, but we don't want to go down that road. You know, we want to know what about that product that we're talking about at that time. Now, some of them you might have to say, you know, it is integrated with this because, you know, it works out that way, but don't go long links into it. We want to discuss the product. All right, y'all ready? Who's going to smash the button first? You on your toes? You ready? You got your product picked out? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oops. Bruce, I only got to 3. You hit your finger. You hit it too quick, brother. You're going to have to go back in the queue now. I hope you get it this time, but you got to wait till I say go. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Marcy Ann.
Dang, Marcy Ann, you're quick.
All right, she got her hand up there quick. All right, go ahead, Marcy Ann. What are we going to talk about?
Okay, I want us to talk about audit.
Oh, what?
Audit.
Audit.
Audit. Okay. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us what you think about it and how you're going to use it.
Basically, I don't know much about audit, but from what I've read, audit is to edit picture and to make the picture look a little better. So I want the Prosper to explain it to me because I love to edit picture. So
okay. All right. This is what and I'm not real familiar with Audit either, other than I know that it's an editing software. Okay. And so I believe that you'll be able to change text. You'll be able to change size of text. You'll be able to add pictures in there. I think you can do anything. It's kind of, you know, along the line of, you know, some of the softwares out there that you're able to write, you're able to put things together, whatever you want to make up. You know, if you want to do a letter, you could do that. You can change all of that. You'll also have the ability to, like I said, add pictures. And of course, you'll be able to edit pictures. And even though that's in Audit, I think it's probably using OCapture on that, but I'm not 100% sure. Jeffrey, what is your thought on it?
Audit? Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah. You're absolutely. It's an AI-based editing tool, right? It's for images, videos, and all sorts of stuff like that. I mean, you can put shades and layers, and you can do all sorts of neat things with it. You know, it's really a next generation kind of a tool. As far as people editing your pictures and videos and stuff, it's got a lot of good stuff in it. Sure.
Absolutely. Jeffrey, do you think that Audit actually that's done in that program, like the capture, you know, the videos and the stuff like that? I think that is probably integrated with OCapture and OConnect, and the Audit is something that allows you to more or less format your page or whatever and your text and all of that. And I think it's a great idea. I mean, it's going to save us all a lot of time. But
the power of Audit is actually for transforming images and videos. But I think you're absolutely right. And the Mr. Mufara, when he talks about compounding and he talks about never throwing anything away, a lot of the features of one program work in other programs, and they're basic like that. So I think you're right, Milo.
Yeah, and I think with Audit also, imagine you want to make a meme up or you want to make a background like that. that is what Odette will allow you to do. You pull a picture in, you write over the top of it, you do layering. If you're familiar with Excel, I do a lot of mine with Excel. You know, I'll take, and you can actually, I'm assuming that on Odette, you can probably even take and add a person in. If you have a picture and you want to add someone to it, or maybe take someone out, you will be able to edit that. And knowing the software and the AI, it's going to be much easier than what it is now, because when you have to take someone out, say of Excel, you have to kind of move around and take the parts out. And sometimes, you know, you might not get something out because it blends in with the background and stuff like this. I believe with this, with Odette, it will probably be to such that you just click on, I want to remove this person, and it will, you know, maybe kind of draw around it, and it'll just take them out of the picture.
Yeah, it'll define the image that you're trying to remove. But
Right.
you brought up a good point. As a matter of fact, you and I were talking earlier, and you were talking about when you and I were talking about filters on the phone.
Right.
So you may be able to tell me how they do this, but according to Mr. Mufara and ONPASSIVE, Odette can have you take just a simple image and you can convert it over into a perfect portrait picture, you know, a photograph of quality kind of thing. I have no idea how they do that, but my guess is it's got AI in there somewhere.
I agree with you, Jeffrey, and you know, Adobe Photoshop, people that are familiar with that and stuff, you know, there's all kinds of things you can do. But I think one thing that's lacking, and hopefully, I'm sure that Ash has got this figured out, is say you click on a picture and you want to say it's a small picture and you explode it up. Have you ever seen what happened?
Like, yeah, pixelates. Yeah,
it pixelates all over. So is it possible that Odette, you click on it and you say, hey, I want to fill this in. I want to bring more pixels in. There's, as far as I know, maybe there is some real high dollar software out there that does that. I'm not aware of it. If there's some camera guys out there that knows that, you know, please share. But I think you can do somewhat, but I think you're still limited to whatever the camera is that you use and how, you know, if it's small or whatever.
Yeah, what you're talking about though is vector graphics and vector art that you can
Right.
explode it up without it pixelating. So yeah, I mean, that's what it does. So I'm sure you can create those, and that would be wonderful. Because have you ever tried to find a way to convert a standard GIF or JPEG into a vector art? You know,
It's hard.
Yeah, it's like, and they want to charge you like $15 to do one picture.
I know, it's crazy, and that's you know, and I used to do it sometimes with PDF, but then, you know, the PDF got where I couldn't do it with that either. In the beginning, you could flip a picture over into a PDF, and that made it into like vector, and you can export it up. But I think they did away with it probably because there again, the correction to the corruption. The vector,
they want that jack, man.
Hey, man, you can't be doing that because, you know, we got people that are taking our stuff and doing that. So we're going to find another way to do it, you know. So I think Odette will change a lot of that, you know, the type of stuff where you'll be able to flow in and out of pictures, words, you know, text, fonts, sizes, you know, anything like that. I believe you'll be able to do it, and maybe even into I think it's documents also, right? You could make up a document.
Yeah, you can do pictures and posters and videos and logos and GIFs and yeah, just anything that's a digital picture or video, you can edit it.
Yeah, so you'll be able to make a lot of memes, and that's big. You know, I mean, imagine you see something that you really like, but you wish you could put your picture in that place. You know, you'll be able to do that. See it, like it, and build that picture up with you with this inspirational quote or whatever you say. All right. Anything else you got to say, Marcienne, or?
Yeah, I wanted to ask another question because I know that our audit is going to be very superior for all the other applications we have out there. because of the AI. And my next question now is, I know the product, we're going to have a video for how to use this product or understand the products very well. But I just want to ask, when this product now is going to be out to the public, can I, for example, ask somebody to edit their video with OJIT, or the person have automatically to be a founder to do that? That's my question.
Absolutely. I think there'll be all kinds of people that are willing to do stuff like that for people. But remember, when you have the video and you see it, you're going to learn to do it yourself. Also, I do feel that there will be classes on O Academy, you know, that you can go to, and you can learn everything you want to know about OJIT, how to move this, how to move. It's honestly not that hard if someone shows you. But if someone don't show you, it is very hard to learn stuff like that. You know, some of us that have been around for a while, and, you know, we learn to do some of that stuff, and people go, how in the heck do you do that? Well, we learned over time, but, you know, if we had someone that taught us, that said, hey, you know, if you want to take an Excel and you want to put a picture in there, you put a picture in there and you go to picture format, and you click clear background, well, guess what? You can clear the background, and you can also, you know, take a person out if you want to. It says, what part do you want to take out? And you just, you select it and you drag across it. If that's shown to you, it's very easy. But even like me just telling you, it's hard to imagine in your mind what that is. You know what I'm saying? I do think that the product manuals and videos that come out will make it so simple for us. And remember, what if they use Sona? What if they use her? When you got a question, you put that question in there. Do you think you're the only person that's got that question? Absolutely not. You know what will happen when you go in there and you say, how do I do this? And it says, oh, you just go here, and it shows you right on the screen. It's going to be easy for you to do yourself. You know what I'm saying? And they might even have things that, who knows?
Oh, they will. Yeah, Milo, they're going to have on screen or in-app tutorials ONPASSIVE will. So yeah, it'll be easy. You'll learn it.
Yeah. And the other thing is, you know, what if they might even have something that says, if you want to do this, hey, you just click this button and it just does it for you. You know, that's what I envision. But I don't know yet until we see the product in action. But I do know when we see the product in action, I think we're all going to like it. All right. Does that answer your question?
Yes, Milo, thank you so much. That's one of the products I'm really in. I'm waiting for it like a hot cake.
All right. All right.
you.
Well, good. I love that too. I imagine myself the same way. You know, I use Doodle when I do, or I use Doodle when I, not Doodle, when I make up the inspiration. I don't know how many of you watch the inspiration thing, but it writes across the screen and it says everything. And just so you know, every week it features someone else. It features three people, Curtis and 3 other people on that screen. So if you watch it, honestly, those are great little videos. They're 2 minutes and 37 seconds long, and it will start your day out. It'll tell you what happened the day before or whatever, things that are going on. It's a good thing. All right, let's see. All right, Jeffrey, you got anything else to answer to her, or Lynn?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, well, I was going to say that, you know, currently this is a web-based application, but in the future, it's going to be integrated for iOS and mobile devices. And I'm excited about that because most of the world don't use laptops and desktops, you know, most of the world uses mobile devices. So this makes it accessible to so many. And that's what Ashmafar is all about. So I'm really grateful. There is a department specifically to work on the mobile device compatibility. So I think that's really cool. Thanks.
Absolutely. You know, we all know that this is another cool thing about ONPASSIVE that, you know, just blows my mind. with any other software, you buy it and you get version 10. And when version 11 comes out, they're standing there with their fingers, you know, they're wanting more money, more money. It's not going to be that way with ONPASSIVE, because remember, if you're a founder, you get all them updates free. So you will never pay for anything else as far as software. Now, physical products are a little bit different, but software, no. All right, let's move on to Mr. Sampat Patel from India. Come on down, brother.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we're talking about, what are we talking about? ODIT.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Sorry, I request you. Today I am going to Gujarat to Rajasthan, and now I am on the way. So I can't open my camera.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All
and
right.
also thank you everybody, host, co-host, and panelists. And also thanks to Nashville Milo sir, Lynn Nakamoto, and Jeffrey Murlock, and also SHARE ma'am. Thank you everybody. Myself Sampat Patel from Gujarat, India.
Okay, do you have something on ODIT?
Thank you, sir. Now I want to talk a product. If you have permission, I want to talk post.
No, we're talking at Sampat. It's not open. It's not open about talking about any product. We're talking about ODIT now. So if you have something with ODIT, you know, you can say whatever you want.
Okay. Okay, no issue, sir. I have no question about audit.
Okay, you don't have nothing for it? Okay, well, thanks for coming on and saying hi, Sampat. We probably won't get to another product tonight because I want to review and do some things, but next week or Saturday, we will be going to probably using the same format. So thank you very much for coming tonight. Thank you. All right, and next up we got Mr. Bruce Gerstein. Come on down and talk to us.
Hello, Milo and Lynn,
What's up, Bruce?
Jeffrey, and everyone here. Sorry for my preempted hand before. First of all,
hey, no problem.
I'm just so anxious, you know.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm like a racehorse. I jumped out of the gate too soon.
Yeah, and we caught you. We busted you.
I was blown. I gotta say, I was blown away by Ashtray and 360. Wasn't that nice? It was so quick and so precise. And he said a lot of things during that time. He also said that for every one of these products, there will be a video, an instructional video. But with ODIT, my first question about it is ODIT also involved with the capacity of the size of what you're putting into ODIT? I guess that's a different question, probably.
Ask me that again. What was it?
The size of what you're putting into it. Does it give you unlimited space?
Into ODIT?
Yeah.
Well, are you asking about the size of the files, Bruce?
Yeah.
No, well, Mr. Mufara loves unlimited. My guess is that there's no cap on the size of files. I mean, video files historically are huge anyway. They're big. You can have a gig or 2 gig pretty easily. So my guess is you're going to be able to import whatever file sizes you need to get the job done.
That brings me to my next question. That involves OMail, because eventually you're going to send something out through OMail. But most carriers like Google, Yahoo, Hotmail, whatever they are, have a limited amount of storage space. So if we have something that we can absorb inside of ODIT or OMail, how does it get converted so we can fit into the other venues?
Are you talking about changing a file size so it's smaller?
Let's say I want to send you a song.
Yeah.
And that song is 45 and it will only take 25 in Gmail. Is there a conversion that ODIT or OMail will convert?
Absolutely. The thing of it is remember, you can put a song into OConnect and just have them go to OConnect and get it, or any of the other products that we have, we'll have on your website. You can click and you can put it on a website. Remember, it's unlimited. So if you have a 24-hour video, you can load it there, and it will be there'll be no buffering from what I understand, because you have VPNs that connect to the internet, and your internet speed will be so fast that it will carry it. And I don't doubt, I'm sure that they're working on it, because I asked him this back in 2019, and he said as soon as it comes out, it would be available to us. And that is, if you wanted to sing with someone else, you're able to do that. If we all want to sing, we can all turn our microphone and sing. Whereas now you cannot do that. If a person's singing and someone else turns their mic on, it cuts it down, and it makes it all warbly and stuff. It doesn't sound good because there's not the speed to transport that. But I asked that directly, that question. I said, Ash, this was probably the first question I ever asked Ash. I said, Ash, what I want to know is you're working on software. Can I be in Nashville and play my piano and sing and have a guitar in New York player playing with me, and I can see him on the screen, and he could sing with me if he wanted to. I have a drummer in Florida, and someone in all parts of the world. And he looked at me, and you know how Ash, you can see his eyes kind of roll or whatever. He's thinking before he says something. He goes, Milo, he goes, don't think we haven't thought of that. He says, this was back in 2019. He says, but he said, it's not there for us yet. The internet is not fast enough for that. I think they call it intro. Help me out, Jeff. Intro latency or something like that. Intro latency.
You're talking about the latency?
Yeah, latency.
Yeah, it just means that there's a lag.
Right.
There's a time difference between the in the transport. Yeah.
And that's because that with music, that's what happens. You get that lag. That's why you can't sing together, or you can't talk together, or whatever. But when he says, as soon as it gets there, the speed of the internet gets there, he says, we will have it. Yeah. So I think the speed's going to be there now, so I think that's a thing that's going to happen. As far as what, you're saying about, the sending it to Gmail or whatever, you could say, hey, try this guest free mail, OMail, and send it OMail to OMail, and it'll work. I think you could probably send it to Gmail also, because of the internet. It's going to be so fast now that there will be no buffering, that it will send any size. You agree with that, Jeff?
Actually, I do. A thing about Gmail, though, is if you got an oversized file, more than 25 meg, it will automatically upload that to the cloud, and it will send your recipient the link that they can click that link and download it from the cloud. So even though they're not sending the actual file, they're moving the file to some place that will hold it, and they can download it from there, so it'll still work. Now, OMail, and I don't want to get talking about OMail, but absolutely, OMail is unlimited, just like everything else in ONPASSIVE. So, and forgive me, Milo, I forgot what your question was.
I just said, do you think that's going to happen? Yeah, which is basically what.
For internet speeds? Oh yeah, I mean, think about what they're doing now. Lasers, and all the stuff that lasers doing in data centers.
Yep.
I mean, whoo, that's 1,000 times faster than anything we've ever done. And that, I mean, they're using it for storage. They're using it for everything. And so absolutely, it will be there. We will be super fast. And Ash has already talked about, I mean, there is virtually no latency,
right,
in going from A to B within the data center, at least. I mean, once you put 3,000 or 4,000 miles, I don't know, that might be a millionth of a second or something, but it's going to be fast.
Right, right. And you
And
know,
you brought up a good point, Milo, that bandwidth,
yeah,
huge bandwidth. And you're going to be
Absolutely.
tagged right along the ONPASSIVE VPN. And guess what that means? That means you're going to be tagged right into theirs, and you're not going to be going on your internet. You're going to be using ours.
Yep.
So that's huge.
Big stuff, big stuff. Great. Does that answer your question, Bruce?
Yeah, I was thinking of one thing that Marcian said before about asking somebody to do something on ODIT for her.
Yeah.
Remember, we're going to get a free trial period for people too. So when people are trying things out, we can also not only have them just have them, make some suggestions to them for how they can try it. Maybe you can say to somebody, why don't you try helping me on this product here? And they can go into it with their trial and see how it's working. And in that way, you can also have somebody then also become a customer from the free trial. Because most people, I am sure, are going to be so wowed by ONPASSIVE. Doesn't have to come in.
Absolutely. I agree with you. And you know, like we said, everything Ash says is, you know, there's no limits to it. So, I mean, we don't even know, and we can't even really fathom in our mind, I don't think, what it is, because when you think there's no limit, then how do you do things? And like you said, you know, can you go to a free trial and ask someone? Imagine you got 1.3 million or a billion people going to the SONA and asking questions. Every question that you could possibly ever ask is going to be asked, you know, and so it's going to be answered over time. You know, there won't be a question that they can't answer, you know, and that is the beautiful thing about ONPASSIVE. And I know I don't, but all the integration that goes on. All right, we got one more hand up. Lystra, come on down.
Hello again, everyone. I hope someone will be able to answer this for me. But with DIT, okay, they say that you can enhance your pictures and effects and with video filters and all of that. So I'm looking at me, okay? I am not tech savvy. Will there be things that we can click on that will show us how to do this? Yes?
Yes.
Tell me
There's
more
gonna
about
be-
it, please, Jeffrey.
Yes, there is going to be on that screen. Mr. Mufara talked about this, and he said, you know, there's going to be icons, there's going to be buttons, there's going to be help, there's going to be chat, there's going to be anything and everything that you're going to need in that one app to do whatever you need to do. You will not have to worry. He has made this so easy. Yeah.
Wonderful,
You're gonna love it.
wonderful. So I got lots to play with. I love that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's gonna change our lives, I'll tell you that. And even, you know, us guys that do videos, Jeffrey, you know how long it takes sometimes to upload a video or, you know, to render a video. You know, you go in and you edit some things out and you change this and you change that. And sometimes you're rendering that video for an hour or something.
An hour, 5 hours I'm taking sometimes to create a video.
Absolutely, you know, and I would tell you the other night, in fact, I sent Marty a note, read a note, and I said, man, I don't know. My computer has never, ever run this fast. I think they were testing it or something, because I mean, Jeffrey, the minute I clicked on something, it was there. Boom. And I mean, things that usually take, you know, a little bit of time to render or to, you know, load a video in, you know, you load in a video and you're trying to put things together and it'll take a little bit of time. But man, the other night, I swear to God, it was like boom, 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 boom. It was just as quick as could be, you know. And
A lot of that, Milo, has to do with not only its functionality, but the coding of it, as well as the fact that it goes across web apps as opposed to something else. And yeah, so the technology is there. It's fast anyway, but it's gonna be,
Yeah, it's gonna be great. So, all right, let's see. Listra, we went through her. Looks like that's all the hands. Oh, Lynn Nakamoto, come on down. Talk to us, girl.
I don't know if I had my hand up from before. What's the topic?
Oh, yeah. No, your
Oh,
hand
did.
up.
I think it was my old hand because I was saying that, well, this Odet's going to be for phones eventually, and that's going to be cool. I think that's what I
Well,
was going to say.
we knew, Lynn, that you were an old hand at all this, but we want to hear it anyway.
Hold on, Lynn.
I left my hand up. I'm sorry.
Lynn,
Yes.
explain what you mean, because I'm not getting this. Odet
Oh.
with the phone. Oh,
Okay, so now you can use Odet when you're on the
Got it.
internet, on the
Gotcha.
web, but you're going to be able to use it when you're on your phone, your mobile phone eventually. That's exciting.
Gotcha. And your hand could have been from before. I thought it was put down, but maybe
I
not.
think so.
And it's not a real bright hand that you got. You got the beige one or something, it's kind of blends in with mine for us
Okay,
old guys.
I'll make it browner next time.
Yeah, make it so it jumps right out at me.
Will do.
Good. No, hey, so I think today was great. We went through 3 products. And so let's kind of wrap these up. Now, what we're going to do is basically for this last, let's say 10 minutes or 15 minutes, something like that. Lynn, I would like for you to pull up the products, and we want to kind of show you where they are on the website so you can go to them, explain to you how to get to them. Jeff, I would like you to jump in there with me, and Lynn, and let's tell them about the product, and let's take about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Let's say 3 to 5 minutes per product. All right, so if you pull up Oblast.
Okay, let me pull it up. I had it pulled up on Odet. I don't want to show.
Oh, we'll go Odet. We can go
Really?
Odet.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
just go Odet first. It don't matter.
All right, we'll do that.
Let's go to Odet. So if you want to know about the product, go to your ONPASSIVE.com, or if you go to link 52, you're going to see it there on your site. But you see here, this is Odet. And if you look, she's clicking on products. So you go to products, then it will show all the products that we kind of got there. And if you go down, if you go all the way to the bottom, most of the products, not some of the newer ones, but most of the products down in that bottom blue area, you can see where it says Odet.
Oops, sorry.
Oops, you went through. Yeah, Odet.
Yeah. Odet. Let's click on Odet.
There you go. You have to click on Odet, and now that brings up Odet. Now this will tell you everything you want to know at the moment about Odet. This will tell you, different things about it. I believe there's a FAQ on it. Am I correct, Jeffrey? You know this a little bit better.
Yeah. And there's also key features if you scroll down.
Yeah.
And you can go left or right on the key features. You see?
Yep.
Yep. So
Right.
so you go through and read those, and it'll make more sense what we were talking about today. Remember, learn the products that you want to, because knowledge is power, And so where is the FAQs? Right on down.
And right below it is the
Right below.
FAQs, frequently asked questions, right here. And if you look at you see the question, where can I use Odet button? To get the answer to that question, you click on the plus sign. There we go.
Yep.
The Odet button can be used for any web or mobile platform to design their creations. You can use this Odet button for blog, website, e-commerce site, or social media platforms to create incredible graphics. So
And
that'll give you
when we-
more detail.
When we talk about Odet button, we're talking about a button that's interactive, correct, Jeffrey? Or Lynn, we're talking about a button that you can put on there, pay now or submit or something like that, and it will be interactive, correct?
You're talking about the actual Odet button?
Yeah. That they're talking about you can create. Because it says, where can I use Odet button? And it says you can use it on a phone, you can use it
Well, see,
Okay.
Odit is an application that you can embed on whatever other application or whatever system you want to use it in. That's what we're saying. It's so that once you embed that code like you would
into Odit.
Yeah. Once you embed Odit, it should be rather easy. There should be.
Yeah. Right. Jeffrey, I think the advantage of this is that, let's say you're on a website and you want to create an ad or a banner, etc. You don't have to leave your website. You can actually use Odit because the button, the coding is within the website. So you can design or whatever, right? That's the strength of what we have.
That's what we're saying is you move the button to where you're working and you've got the application right there.
And then it's applicable to when you click on it, it's a clickable button, in other words.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what opens it up.
Okay, cool. Yep. So you can make that go any place you want to.
Yeah.
All right. Is the Odit button available on mobile? Yes, we know that. Do I need to sign up to create an Odit account to use the button? Well, you have to, I would think so. Yes, users can create an Odit account. Yeah, you can't do it without it. And is there any fee to integrate the Odit button? No. Call our help desk. Oh, call our help desk and check out policies to know the details. I wouldn't think there is any, but maybe I'm wrong. There shouldn't be a charge to do that, is there, Jeffrey?
No, especially if you're working within ONPASSIVE, whatever you're working on and you want to do graphics, you bring that button right into that program.
Right. I believe what they're talking about there is, say if you wasn't an Odit, or you wasn't a founder, or you wasn't a member of ONPASSIVE, and you were using Odit as a guest trial, maybe they tell you, hey, to use this button, you have to be a member of ONPASSIVE or you have to have the software. I'm assuming that's what it's probably doing.
Well, yeah, we don't know if he's going to offer that as a free, something to enhance people's interest or whatever. But when you look at what they're doing with it, it is an application. And I mean, sooner or later, you're going to end up paying for it unless he just gives it free to the public, which he may do. Who knows?
Yeah. So good. Okay, let's I think that's it. Let's go explore one of the other products that we had.
Obless.
Obless will be great. This one's been gone through a lot, but this shows you where to get to it on the
Hey, Milo.
Yes.
Can I interrupt you and just kind of pull you back to Odit for a second? Because I think this may be an answer to a question we heard, but I'm not real sure where.
Okay.
Or what I even heard, but we can't use the Odit button on more than one platform at the time. It's got to have approval from the team, right?
Oh, okay.
And you've got to submit different applications for it. So there are some limitations to what they'll do with it.
Okay. So you're saying if you want to put a submit button or a pay now button down, you can't do that unless you get approval from them?
No, you can't do it across platforms and you can't do it on more than one platform at the time.
Oh, I see what you're saying, whether it would all be integrated together.
Right.
So in other words, you couldn't run it on OConnect and on Obless and on different things unless you got it approved where they tie that all together.
Yeah, you'd have to get separate approval from the tech teams.
I got you. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, so now we're into Obless. Again, go to onpassive.com or go to your link 52 and you'll have a website that's created. You go to the products at the bottom like we did before. You pick Obless and it'll tell you all about Obless. It'll tell you the key features of Obless. Go through those, what all it would do, content change, product campaign approvals, access administration, dashboards and reports, create useful campaign pages, upload engaging motivational videos. Jeff had mentioned that earlier. Create profile pages for causes and backers. So in other words, if you're doing something on cancer, there's probably going to be a page for cancer. You know, if you're doing something for whatever, someone across the seas that needs water, well, there's probably going to be a cause for that. You go to those things, you'll be able to find whatever you want to very quickly. Okay, and once again, we have the FAQs, which, you know, we don't need to go through them, but you can read through them, you know, and explore it at your own, and there's read more. You know, I just want to kind of point this out because the main thing is now we're moving on. We want to go, we want to learn about the products. We want to move in that direction. All right, let's go to the last one, which was, what was the third one?
Oh, chat.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, chat. See, I don't have Sona up here. Oh, chat. So here again, you know, just go down to the bottom like she just did. Go to O chat, and you can read all about it. You know, your camera, you know, your key features of the chat. O chat is there. You know, conversation maturity integrates with a CRM, so it will, you know, integrate right with your customer relationship management system. It's omni-capable. Omni-capable. What does that mean, Jeff?
Do a lot of things at once.
Okay. So it'll do yeah. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. So in other words, it would more or less multiply itself across.
Yeah, we're talking duplication. Yeah.
So cloning itself or whatever. It's emotionally intelligent. That's a big one, really. When you think about it, if someone's emotional or you can connect with them emotionally, that's where a lot of sales are made, you know. And it's also good. It's a good thing to be, you know, like a human, you know, and get that feeling, you know, and people will maybe, hey, who knows, maybe they'll be needed to talk to someone. They can talk, you know, to that. And it's pretty cool, you know, that you can do all that. Autonomous reasoning. So Jeff, explain that. I think I know what it is.
It can think on its feet and it can think by itself. It can make its own, draw its own conclusions. That's what that thing can for a bot to understand the intent in a conversation. Man, that blows my mind if you think about what they're saying. This thing is thinking for itself and it's learning every day and it's getting smarter. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's amazing. And when you, like you said, you know, it learns every day. And when you're putting all the people that are there in ONPASSIVE and going to it and asking questions, there's not going to be a question that's left unturned. I mean, because, you know, it will answer every question. And remember, it will speak in whatever language that you're coming in as. If you're coming in as you know, English, it will speak in English. If you're coming in as German, it will be German. Am I correct with that, Jeffrey?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
That's what I understand. Yeah. And you know, it's going to be an awesome thing. And we mentioned all the other things, you know, that you don't have to worry about it being late for work. You don't have to worry about it getting up on the wrong side. You don't have to worry about it taking a cigarette break or taking a bathroom break or, you know, any of the things that happen that we humans have to do. This thing doesn't do it because it just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It doesn't even take off New Year's Eve. You know, it doesn't take off Christmas. It don't take off any of them. It just answers the questions.
You know, Milo, there's another side to that.
What's that?
Those people that love to push people's buttons aren't going to be able to push your buttons.
That's true. That is so true because you no longer have to talk to them if you don't want to.
Yeah, but she's not going to get upset. You can sit there and cuss at her all the time.
Right. What did you say? That'd be funny. Yeah, that's awesome.
I was just thinking, Milo, can you imagine if all the FAQs were also answered by Sona, that there was a little switch that made you, if you want to hear it rather than read it, you could actually have someone to tell you?
Absolutely. And that's the truth. I mean, it will be that it can answer all your questions, and you want to know something, hey, ask it, be good. So, all
Now,
right.
keep in mind, it's not going to give you any winning lotto numbers or anything like that. We're talking about within the unpassive universe.
That's true. That's true. If you think you're going to get a winning lottery number, the one person will call in and say the winning lottery number is this, and you call in, what's the winning lottery number? And they repeat it back. Yeah, they ain't going to do that. But anyway, scroll down just a little bit to FAQ, looking for something else real quick.
No, there's no FAQs in this here.
Okay, no FAQs on that one. So anyway, great show. I want to thank Jeffrey Morlock for being here with me, and I want to thank Lynn for running the back office and keeping things running and helping me out. And remember to say a prayer for Julie and her girls, and for Marty. They're all kind of under the weather, and anyone else in ONPASSIVE that we know of. But we want to thank every one of you for coming to the show, because remember, if you wasn't at the show, we wouldn't have a show. So Jeffrey, any last closing words you want to say? We're going to close this down.
Not necessarily with products, but I just want to say it's good seeing you, Lynn. Good interacting with you again. Thank you for being here. And for you, Milo, I'm telling you, you guys got laid back, Jeffrey, having fun tonight. This is, I learned a lot of stuff, either stuff I'd forgotten or stuff I just didn't know. But it's like, wow, I mean, there were some pretty interesting things going on here. So, and I'm totally relaxed and just loving life. I would like to just say in a comprehensive way, guys, you have no idea. You have got a tiger by the tail with ONPASSIVE, and I am telling you, as big as Ash just said, as big as you think it is, it's not that big. It's 100 times bigger. We are, as Lynn has said, a movement, and this movement is moving into the world, and it's going into the economy, and it's just it's going to take the world by storm. And each of us as founders are a significant part of that, and we will become more significant as we move ahead. So enjoy where you're at on the way to where we're going.
Absolutely. Great stuff, Jeffrey. Thank you so much for coming on the show tonight. We appreciate everything you said and did, and we enjoyed having you there. You're a wealth of knowledge with the product. We love that. All right, Miss Lynn Nakamoto, do you have anything to say in closing?
Well, my final words are, I think we are all in a great place being in ONPASSIVE. We're special, we're visionaries. We get what's happening and what's going to be happening, and we treasure and we cherish the fact that we are visionaries. And Ash Mufareh has said to us, the world will know us by name. And for many of us, we think, what the heck does that mean? But I think he means it. I think it's literally that the world will know each and every one of our names as founders, because we are, quote unquote, founders. Do you agree with me, Jeffrey and Milo? I
do, man. There's nothing like founders. If you are not in, if you were sitting on a fence and you're not getting in, there's something wrong, man. There is something wrong, because everything that is going to come to you and you're going to be blessed with, like Jeffrey said, we don't even know just a little bit of what it is. But as it's being revealed to us, it's so much bigger than we even thought. Man, and I mean, it blows my mind every time I go to a webinar or I see things like the 360 today and you hear Ash talking. And even tonight, I learned a lot. Just talking with you guys and you guys bringing up points, and and sometimes you might not have brought up a point, but all of a sudden in my head I said, whoa, wait a minute, if that can do that, this can happen, and that's what this is all about: learning, getting knowledgeable of the product. Hey, and let's all do it, and let's come back Saturday. I know we've got our show Friday, Lynn's show. Let's see, what's today? Wednesday, Thursday. Robin's show is on Thursday, I believe. So make sure you attend those webinars, you know, and we'll probably have the same format on Saturday, you know, go through some more products. I kind of like that. It's, I'm learning a lot from it too. And so I think it's someplace that we need to be going, to tell you the truth right now. You know, it's not about, we've already passed that other part, and now we need to get knowledgeable in the product. So when the product comes out and when, you know, the physical products are there, we're going to know what to do, because there's a lot of things that you can do with our product, you know, and once we know that stuff and we get different things from different people, it's going to turn out big for us. All right. So wherever you are, good night from Nashville, and we'll see you guys on Saturday. Have a wonderful night. Good night.
Good night from Canada.
Good night
Good
from
night.
Canada.
Good night.
Good night from North Carolina.
Night
Good
from
night, everybody.
Texas,
From New
Maryland.
Jersey.
Good
Right from
night.
Ontario,
Yeah,
Canada.
Init Winnie.
Good
All right,
night
good night,
from
Lena. Good
Maryland.
night, Jeffrey. Good night,
Init
Leslie.
Night.
Chris, good
Winnie.
night,
Good night,
Good night,
Bye,
from
Init
Dustin. Good
New York
night,
Winnie.
Brooke.
City.
Good night,
Good
Mark.
night
Good
to
night,
all
Good
my
night,
good
founder
Jeffrey.
night, Bridget. Good
friends.
night,
Yeah.
Blaze.
Init
And
Winnie.
good night. I can't see the last one down there. Good
We
night,
are
Ken Pringle. All
we are
right.
so in it to win it. Fire,
All
We are
fire,
so
fire.
in it
Good
to win it.
night from
Fire,
New
fire,
York
fire.
Good night,
City.
Dr.
Good
Benny.
Good night.
night.
Sweet.
Init
Good
Winnie.
Good night, my
night.
brother.
Init